back home now. It's actually the next day. I didn't get a chance to sit down and talk about what I bought yesterday, but now that I'm home at my desk, I can probably talk about what I bought. I'm not sure if I mentioned it post while editing this video, but my first Barnes & Noble's trip was actually a few weeks ago. Like, I want to say like end of November, early December. And the second Barnes & Noble's trip that I took, I did yesterday, which is as the recording of this video is the day before New Year's Eve. But like I said, now that I have a chance to properly talk about what I bought, I'm gonna start with the first pile that I bought from the first Barnes & Noble's. So I went there looking for one specific manga that I didn't find until later on my second shopping trip. But for some reason, I was in a big mood to buy like new series. I usually try not to buy new series unless I've already like finished another series, just so I don't have so many like series that are like midway read. Unless they're already caught up to the whatever volumes released, then I don't usually buy new series. But I did buy mostly all new volumes, like volume 1s, minus this one, which I believe is volume I can't read normal. I had to look it up. It's volume 26. So all this pile is pretty much all new volume 1s except for this one, which I didn't realize until I was organizing my manga that I had this gap between number volumes, and for some reason I didn't have volume 26. I mean, I don't really have much of the beginning volumes of Black Butler, but I have these chunks of like volume 20s, and for some reason I didn't have 26. I must have skipped it by accident somehow, though I do remember reading it, so there's that. But I bought this just to add to my already series, because I am slowly trying to collect all the volumes of Black Butler. So what I did manage to find, which I was trying to buy at Anime NYC in November, was the spin-off series to Sasuke and Minano, which is Hirano and Kagura? Yeah, I think it's Kagiura. I'm not really too sure. But I think they just call him Kagi in the back. But anyway, I did read, I think, half of this when I got it. Just about half. And I really love Sasuke and Minano, so when I knew they had like a spin-off series that I gotta get it, obviously. I know they're also coming out, I think, with a light novel, I think, and also I'm not sure if it's a movie or like an OVA that's coming out for the Sasuke and Minano anime. But I definitely wanted to grab this because I wasn't able to grab it at the con when they first printed it for early release. And if you don't know, this is basically like the side plot, like characters that's implied within like I believe it's implied more in the manga and somewhat in the anime, but you can definitely see the more interactions with them in the manga, which is basically Hirano senpai and his roommate, which if you watch the anime or read the manga, then you know their little relationship that they have. Yeah, these series are pretty much just a simple slice of life, and it's just all fluff, really cute. So it's a simple story. The next thing I got was this series called The Vampire and His Pleasant Companions. So I've been actually wanting to get this for like, I want to say like a year now. I don't know why. I don't read much like vampire stories, but for some reason this one in general, I just really wanted to read. So yeah, from what I glimpsed at when skimming through this, is basically this vampire dude who just has an unfortunate event and just like ended up in an unknown place and just like has to survive. And with the help of this guy, I believe here, he's like trying to survive in Tokyo, and because he's a foreigner, he doesn't know Japanese, so he's just like kind of like in a predicament. But yeah, I don't know if the story's gonna be more like plot heavy. From what I'm getting, it's more like character driven. Yeah, I don't know, the story seems very like simple and interesting. I don't know, I like character driven stories a lot. Cause I do read tons of like romance and slice of life, so maybe who knows, this might get more plot heavy as the volumes continue. Yeah, that's pretty much this volume here. And And then I got another volume 1, like I mentioned, that I pretty much got all volume 1s, is I finally picked up A Sign of Affection, which I've literally been seeing like everyone on like TikTok and like my entire like Instagram feed talk about this series and like how they like adore it so much. I haven't really read any new shoujos in like a long time, like a very long time. Though I think this might be considered a josei because I think they are college aged, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I don't know. I've been wanting to read this because again, like I've seen everyone talk about this and how like really cute and like apparently the story is really good, and I do like that they are of like adult age because I am trying to get more into like josei series or like stories that are for people like my age. And I think the last thing I ever got into was Wotakoi, which is pretty recent for me, so I'm trying to like branch my josei reading. But yeah, this story is basically about this girl here who is deaf, and she meets this boy who knows many languages, and they start to form a friendship, and I guess possibly feelings, and I think she also has like friends who worry about her because of this like budding romance. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got from like the synopsis in the back of it. But I know nothing pretty much else about it. But yeah, I'd seen almost everyone talk about it, so I definitely wanted to give this a shot. And the last thing that I've been wanting to pick up was this one series I've been wanting to read for also like probably like a year or so, called Hell's Paradise. And I've been seeing this in like the stores since like forever, and I never got around to actually picking it up. I just know like the art was something that I always thought was really cool looking. Like I really do love stories that involve like yokai and stuff, and I believe like a few months ago when the trailer for the anime came out, I was like, okay, now I really need to pick this up to start reading it. So now I finally did. It reminds me a little bit of Dororo, at least, and I think they're also because they're made by the same studio, which is probably why, to be honest. At least the style wise. I think it's also not that long of a series, if I'm correct. I think it's only like 13 volumes, and I think it's complete at this point. So I figured I'd give it a go. I do love like yokai, demon type stories, and I've also come to realize that I really like samurais and like swordsmen in my stories. Like I really do like historical fiction. So that's like another bonus to the story. But yeah, this one has more like a fantasy element to it, but nonetheless I wanted to give it a try. And I also want to mention these little things that I bought when I was looking for doll stuff. I did buy this. I already opened it, but I did buy this. Yeah, like I said, I did buy this like tea table set from like the Calico Critter, like doll house collection. Because I saw that they fit the Nendoroid bodies perfectly once you like set them down. And I also want to use it if I ever buy like the Black Butler Nendoroid dolls. I feel like it would fit perfectly with them. But as of right now, I don't have like a specific use for them at the moment. But I do plan on like doing photos with them. It also came with like dishes and like little like flowers and things to put on the table, but I kept it in the packaging so I wouldn't lose it. So there's that. And then I also got this cute little like surprise thing from the Calico. I was trying to get the panda, but I ended up getting this little bear. I mean, it's still cute, but not the one I wanted. So right now I'm just displaying it in my kitchen because it kind of fits the theme since it's like bakery themed. And also now onto the next Barnes & Nobles that I stopped by, which is in a different town than the one I usually go to. Which I don't know why I don't go to this one because they seem to have more like things in stock compared to the one that I usually go to. But the first thing I did wanted to get, and I was so happy that they had, because I think I only saw the last volume, was the Fruits Basket Another Volume 4. But yeah, I know in Japan they released this like a long time ago, and I was really curious if they ever was going to release this in English because I haven't heard anything online about it, and so I was just like, oh, they're never gonna print it. But when I saw that they had this advertised at the End Press booth in NYC, I got so excited. But of course they ran out of the volumes before I could even buy one. So yeah, now that they had it at Barnes & Noble, I quickly like snagged it. Cause I can't wait. I couldn't wait to like read it when I got home. I haven't read it yet, but but yeah, I think if I'm correct, this is pretty much the conclusion volume for Fruits Basket and Other. And if you don't know what Fruits Basket and Other is, it's basically like a time skip side series with like the children of the Summer family from like the future. And I think it also includes some bonus like chapters from like the original cast. Okay, and another thing that I got was I was actually excited to get this because I got the final volume of Wotakoi. I specifically wanted to get the one from Barnes & Noble's, like the exclusive cover from Barnes & Noble's, because if I'm not mistaken, there's like, for the final volume, there's like 4 different covers, depending on which like retailer you buy it from. And I really want the Barnes & Noble's one because I love like their little outfit, because it reminds me of like kind of like a wedding attire, which I think this is more like a date type of thing, but I think it's like, I love him in this suit. And I think the other ones, I believe, are like childhood ones, a regular one, and something else. But I think out of all the covers, this one's my favorite. And I also like when you shine it, there's like this Wotakoi logo kind of like shines. It's like this like foil effect. Pretty much this is my favorite cover out of all the different covers you can get. I know as of recently I'm getting more and more into like collector's editions of things as they're coming out. So yeah, I'm trying to like slowly get them when I can. Yeah, enough about this one. And the last thing that I got from the Barnes & Noble's was, I never had intention on buying this volume because like I don't have the other ones. I only have like volume 1, which is volume 15 of Bo's Greatest First Love. You're also known as Sekaiichi Hatsukoi. Like I said, I never had any intentions on buying this because I don't have the other ones. but yeah, I can still give a little quick synopsis. Basically, this character here, Ritsu, while in high school, had a crush on this character, Takano. They do end up starting to date, but through some miscommunications, they start to drift apart, and I believe Ritsu does like run away from Takano. So then like fast forward like 10 years or so, Ritsu later goes to a new job and he finds out that his new boss is his old crush. And then hijinks ensue. Takano is trying to get Ritsu to fall in love with him again, and then so on and so forth. And there's a bunch of like side characters and side couples and stuff like that. Yeah, that's pretty much the story. The intertwined plots is like one of my favorite, I think, tropes in manga now because of this series. I was originally reading this online mostly, but it's actually been so long since I've read this, so I don't even know what part that I stopped at, to be honest. But I really love this series, and I've watched the anime at least like 2 or 3 times at this point. I still don't know if I want to like fully collect this, or maybe like find somewhere online to read this, like if there's like an app or something that I can read it on, or maybe just buy the chapters online or something. I don't know. But yeah, there's that. I did stop by one other store before heading home, so I guess there's a little bonus to add to this haul, I guess. I stopped by 5 and Below because it was like nearby. I went looking for something very specific that I didn't need necessarily, but I think I saw these first on like, I think Instagram or something. But I got these markers, and I don't have a need for these markers. However, on the back of this, it has like Twisted Wonderland like fan art. so I bought them. There was no rhyme or reason for this, except for the packaging. But yeah, here I am. Now I have a new set of markers. Though I will say, for this upcoming year, I did want to get back into like drawing again. So, cause this year I kind of like took a break from it and like focus on other projects. So I figured this would be like a weird motivation for me to like draw things, especially like traditionally, since I don't do like traditional art as I used to. Yeah, there was no reason for this. Like, I have pens and stuff, but it got me. It's pretty much a basic like set of like skin tones and stuff, like grays and browns, kind of. Yeah, maybe I'll probably buy more stuff, like more markers and things later on. I don't know. Is this an excuse? Probably. Before I did find these markers, I did like in the aisle that was before this, I found these really cute Fruits Basket stickers. But yeah, this is the Fruits Basket Sanrio collab. I like the size of these because they're like tiny enough where I can probably put in like a journal or planner. That's also something that I want to do this coming year. So that's my excuse for this. And then I randomly picked this up as well at 5 and Below. I normally try not to get like surprise packs because like I'm always scared of like getting something that I don't really care for. But I thought I would take a chance on this, and I really want to get Inuyasha for sure. If not, then probably Koga or something. Cause there's no really other character that I would really want to get, to be honest. But yeah, let's see who I got. Oh no. I didn't even look back and already see who I got. Oh man. Aw. Oh, not too bad. I got Shippo. Oh. Oh, it's actually pretty soft. Doesn't look that bad. I thought it's like a soft plastic. Like I thought it would be more like hard. Well, that means this could get dirty fast. Well, that's not too bad, I guess. Or at least I didn't get like Naraku or something. At least I got one in like the main cast, so that's fine, I guess. And it's kind of cute, a little ship on my back or something. Well, besides this, I also got some candy, or chocolate, I should say. I got some strawberry chocolate, and I got some like regular milk chocolate, which I think is like star themed, like astrology themed, and strawberry themed. Yeah, fish runs for this haul right there. But yeah, as the recording of this video, it's New Year's Eve, and I actually don't have any plans for New Year's Eve. I'm pretty much home alone, and I thought I'd do something really fun to end my video, and it's to read off what I wrote down for this year as my New Year goals. In this past year, I did write down some things that I wanted to accomplish for 2022, and I feel like now would be a good time to like open this up and read what I wrote, and then maybe write some new ones to put onto this bottle. But yeah, so let's see if any of the goals I wrote actually came true. Oh.